Yes, you're welcome back. This is still Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. And of course, yes, we have a guest joining us, virtually on the show this morning. And yes, I'll just give you a brief rundown about our guest. Our guest is a UK-based Nigerian and a graduate of quantity survey, construction management, and mathematics. She has always wanted to be an actress and eventually lived the dream. As little as growing up, her dream was to become a musician or an actor. However, born to Nigerian parents, their mission is for you to be educated and work in corporate organizations. Singing and acting isn't one of them, but a hobby you can take on your leisure time. And Anastasia then decided to take part in a church plays, Smart Woman, and becomes a member of a church choir. Very smart woman too. Her dreams of becoming an actress and a singer kept burning inside her, and 35 years later, with no professional training nor sound experience in the movie industry, Anastasia finally made her first movie titled Passport's Sake, which will be premiered in the month of October 2021. Let us welcome the phenomenal, the beautiful, the amazing Anastasia Ifeanyi Okeze. Welcome. How are you doing? All right. So for Passport's Sake, yes, just tell us a quick rundown of that movie. What inspired it? And then tell us, about the movie, a brief synopsis.
Yeah, firstly, I'd like to say thank you very much for having me on your show to talk about my movie, Passport's Sake. It's an honor. And the movie, Passport's Sake, is centered around illegal immigrants fighting to get their stays in the United Kingdom. And what inspired that are stories of people around me, and the stories based on true life stories. And I found it fascinating and necessary to tell the story and for people to watch and learn from and understand that living abroad is not all that it seems to be. So that's where the movie came from.
All right, so I know that a popular pastor in Nigeria, I don't want to call names, said everybody have your plan B, and literally was singing the Naira Marley song, Jakpa, Jakpa, Omo Jalo. You know that song, right? Yeah. So are you trying to discourage people, from traveling, and because now everybody keeps saying it's not easy to live abroad. I have somebody on this table that would also, share your train of thought. But do you think it's a better option to remain in Nigeria, or if you have the opportunity, please leave?
It's going to sound selfish if I say, don't come over here because I'm over here. But the truth of the matter is, coming abroad, I mean, if you have the opportunity to come and do something positive to not just for yourself, but to the society you're coming into, why not? But at the same time, I would rather, people work back in the country and find a way to make Nigeria a better place, because at the end of the day, we all want to come back home. So this, my movie here is not to stop people from coming. It's not to expose anything. It's just to raise awareness to the dangers of trying to get your residency, especially for those who come in illegally, and it's not worth it, because at the end of the day, you get to hurt yourself and hurt other people. So we must try to do things the right way.
Right.
Okay, so, hi.
Hello.
Anastasia. My name is also Ife. It's very good that you're talking about immigration and all of that, especially for someone who lives there, because I guess it's better to hear from the horse's mouth, right? But there is a lot of conversations that happen on the Nigerian Twitter space and just social media forum in general about how there is some kind of disconnect to the struggles that we have, that the diasporans are a bit insensitive towards that. I haven't seen your movie yet, but I'm wondering if that's something that you've touched on in any way, because we do feel like you mentioned something about how people are hurting themselves and all of that, but a lot of these people are moving abroad because they have nothing else to lose. And that's something that I find that maybe the diasporans are a bit insensitive towards. So I'm just wondering if your movie touches on that kind of issue.
And that was going to be well shown in the coming up second part of the movie. This one is just based on the lives of illegal immigrants situated in the United Kingdom. And I want to touch on what you said, us being insensitive to the plights of people back home regarding what is happening. It is unfortunately sad that what is happening in Nigeria. We here, we can only talk about it. We can only campaign about it and pray and hope that one day that things will change for the better. The Nigeria is a great country. We are great people. We are hardworking. We are optimistic. So we deserve better. We deserve to be in a better position. So we are not insensitive. We'll keep raising issues regarding Nigeria and the situation that we all face. We are all Nigerians, regardless of where we are, whether in the diaspora. We are all Nigerians, and we feel the pain. I feel the pain.
For sure. You also mentioned something before I let you go. You mentioned something in the first when you were talking to Ife Oshike that it's Nigeria's home, and obviously you have a strong connect to the people, which is why you're even making that movie. So kudos to you for that, ma'am. But you also mentioned something I'm not really sure. You said something about wanting to come back home. So is that something that you personally feel like at the end of the day, no matter how long you spend in the UK, you want to come back and settle back at home in Nigeria? And if the answer is yes, do you also think that that's a common thing with people in diaspora in the UK?
Yeah, for me, yes, I would like to come back home at some point, come back to my home. It is my dream. I don't intend to live out my years in the United Kingdom. And many people, of course, share the same view. But the problem is we need to come back to security. We need our country to have what it takes to protect us.
Right.
Okay, Ma, just one question. So basically, when we see Nigerian movies, the representation of Nigeria in some movies might be a bit off, particularly sometimes American movies. They just represent us as a suffering nation, or I don't know, we look like we're third world country basically. But what can you say to producers, particularly Nigerian producers, and the representation of our culture to the world? How important is that? How do you hold it dear to your heart to represent us properly and our culture to the world? What advice do you have for them?
Thank you. I quite like that. You said America, the way they portray the African industry. Now, you see, we have to portray our country in a good light. Yeah. We have to fight for our values, show the world what we're made of, do things the right way, portray the beautiful stories that we have in our country. And that is what I think that we are not doing very much of that. So we allow the rest of the world to portray what Nigeria should be or where Nigeria is, and it is wrong because they are not in Nigeria, in Africa, to actually embrace and see how Africa is and how intelligent and dedicated we are to our country. So we the producers, we have to tell a story. We have to tell our story, not let the outside world tell our story. So at the end of the day, it is up to us to project what we want the world to project for us.
All right, so let's quickly touch on Passport's sake, and of course, cast and crews. I know it's not coming out to next month, which kind of makes us sad because we wish you could watch it right now. Are you going to give us private screening?
Oh, yeah. Why not?
I told you guys you only get the best on TEATIME. But aside that, right, let's talk about the cast and crew. Who are some of the people that are in the movie? And, will it be in Nigerian cinemas? Where can people find it on social media and all of that?
Yeah, well, we have some known cast, and many of the cast were first-timers, which some of them I happen to train on set. So it's a movie mixture of experienced actors and upcoming young actors who were very dedicated and brilliant, I would say, and it is because of them I am here today, making sure that this movie is comes out for them to see what they have done. And in terms of sorry, what was the other question you asked?
Where can people find it on social media? Will it be in Nigerian cinema?
All right. Yes, well, we're looking to put it out in cinemas, and of course, we're waiting for Netflix to accept our movie and for the world to see, because it's a story for every home. I mean, everyone, it's a story, it's a movie you watch and you get your own story in it. It's all real life, and it's so, and the story was told so very well.
Social media, because we gotta go.
Social media, you can watch our space on Facebook. It's called Passport Sake. On Instagram, Passport Sake. On Twitter, Passport Sake. You can watch all our trailers on YouTube as well, on Very Well TV channels. And we will keep updating everyone out there.
In case you want to see the trailer, please watch the afternoon repeat show, and definitely you will catch the trailer of Passport Sake. Anyways, we need to go on a quick break. Thank you very much for joining us, Anastasia.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And Tea Time will definitely be right back. Go nowhere.